hell is this place? Well, now this kind of reminds me of FF8. Moss Fungus and White Flame. It reminds me of the... what do they call it? When Ultimecia actually blends all the, you know, the past, present, and future together and makes her own, like, alternate reality. They had a specific name for the world that she creates by doing that. I think it's... oh, the time compressed world, yeah. They just call it time compression, that's what it was. It's like a shell of its former self. The world that you once knew and loved. Anyway, going back to the point that I was making. That by technicality, all video games are basically now just interactive movies. The reason I denote that with that disclaimer of by technicality is because people won't really consider a game to be an interactive movie if it has a lot of in-depth gameplay to it. You know, like a Street Fighter game, you know? Something like that. But people will, like, so what I'm saying is people will use that term instead. They'll reserve that term for video games that are like Heavy Rain or Detroit Become Human, if you guys are familiar with those. Games are so heavily story-driven and have so many cutscenes that the whole game might as well just be a movie where you just come in to press a button once or twice here or there just to move it along. But for the most part, you're just kind of sitting back and watching it. You know what I mean? Very limited gameplay, very limited involvement by the player or participation by the player. People normally reserve the term interactive movie for games like that. But my argument is that by technicality, all games are basically interactive movies. Even if it has a shit ton of gameplay, because they're so cinematic. That's what I'm trying to get at. I consider them all, by technicality, interactive movies because they're so fucking cinematic now. And they're expected to be that way. Which brings us back full circle to what I was saying earlier. Back in these days, they weren't expected to be that way. Which is why cinematic cutscenes were such a big deal. But yeah, we won't be seeing that until FF7. Boy, I went in circles a lot there. I'm really chatty. It's so weird because I was really tired when the stream first started. Now I have so much energy, I can't help but keep fucking talking. Which is fine because we got time to fill. This whole thing is just gonna be a dungeon crawl all the way to the end, to X-Death, basically. There's probably gonna be a couple dialogue scenes and small cutscenes when we fight these fuckers. Yeah, I knew there was one coming up. But for the most part, it's just straight dungeon crawl all the way to the end of the game. Which is crazy. It's 2 hours. Because we're barely 16 minutes in. This video is 2.5 hours. It's a 2-hour dungeon crawl. So I'm definitely going to get comfortable after this. I might even pause for a minute to go get a snack. So we can ride this through all the way to the end. Let's see, what did you say? And pause. Slow it down. Take a peaceful rest in the forest. Forever! Oh, so we didn't miss anything. That was the only dialogue box. She's got like a crystal ball or something. Oh yeah, she's also very, very much naked. Her and Marigine must have been BFFs or something. They don't like to wear clothes. Califisteri. She is from some mythology I can't remember now. Oh, that's too fast for a boss fight. Put it at 1.5. Also, what move did she just use? Drain? Okay. The only thing she covers herself with is her crystal ball and her pose. She cleverly sits to cover her nether regions and her tits. Marigine was not as modest. She was showing it all off and just covering herself using a snake that was coiled around her body. Also, it's like a really thin snake covering her tits. And, just had her legs kind of, you know, closed up a little. Califisteri is more modest though. She's just like, no. I'll just be curled up. Either way, this is one of those moments, just like with Mary Jane, where the Twitch chat would normally be filled with Booba all over the place. I don't know if I'm doing that right. Oh, she's dead. Just stupid Twitch emote for Booba. Another Booba dead. Feels bad, man. Why are we killing all the Boobas? We're killing off all the fan service. I feel like there's... Just with between Merging and Caliphisteri, there's a lot more fan service in this game than any previous FF game that we played. I suppose some of the lesser enemies in previous FF games were a little bit revealing too, like some of the Lamias. The Lamia character models in some of the previous FF games were a little bit revealing. Not really though. Yeah, I feel like this game has a lot more fan servicey female enemies. Also the comedy. But no, I would say FF4 had more crude humor. That game was... holy shit. That game had some crude humor. This one continued that tradition, but a little bit lesser. It's mostly Bart's being really pervy towards Lena and Ferris at certain times. That's pretty much it though. There they are! The Hectides! Except here, what's their name? Orcat? Alright. The first time we saw them was in FF3, I think. They were called 100 Eyes. That was their first appearance. And in FF4 they were actually called Hecti, which literally still means 100 eyes. And now they're called Orcats. Interesting. Oh yeah. Gotta speed this up some more. Just regular mob fights. Stole dark matter. Oh, I saw something crawling on my wall. I was like, what? False alarm. A Great Dragon, Ashelon, Orcat. I like how Ashelons are basically just an upgraded Shote. They're just like an evolution of Shote. But well, maybe they can use petrification spells. I haven't been paying attention to what they can do. I'm gonna be bothered by this later. I totally forgot which game was the first one to add the flash to show you which enemy is attacking and what they're doing. I want to say FF3, but it could have been FF4. It might not be a thing they added until the Super Nintendo era. I can't remember now if in FF3 the enemies flashed. I suppose it's something I can fix quickly. I can just look back at an FF3 video that we rewatched and then see if they flash when they attack. I know for sure it was an FF4 though. That could be the first time they started doing that. It's useful because you're not going to know the first time you see enemies which ones are which. Like, you see the enemy list and you see their names, but if there's too many of them, you're not going to know which name... You can't match the name with the enemy until you've already fought them before. Like, you have to be familiar with it first. So then, if a certain enemy is using a certain attack, but then, you know, they don't flash or have any kind of animation, you're not going to know who's the one doing that. I bet that was a problem in the NES era in FF1 through 3. You had to become familiar with the game to know which enemy was using what attack on you. So they realized once they were upgraded to the Super Nintendo era, they were like, we can fix this. We can't animate the enemies yet, because that would take too much work. There's still gonna be like static drawing, but we can just make them do a flash to denote which enemy just did something. And they were like, hey, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Great solution. Let's go for it. So then, you know, I was gonna say episode. Yeah, technically, Final Fantasy episode 4, 5, and 6 has the flashing animation for enemies when they're gonna do something. And that was obviously discarded once we entered the 3D animation era with FF7. Again, when games became more cinematic. They don't need a flash anymore, now they'll actually do something. They'll actually move, be animated, and do shit. Just like your characters. That means FF7 might have been really high budget in comparison to 4, 5, and 6. It must have been like their first really big budget game. Moving not only to 3D, but fully animating everything, all the enemies. Even if it's in 3D, which is said to be cheaper than two-dimensional drawings and stuff. I don't think it was back then, when 3D was still pretty new. A pretty new, like, concept for video games and movies. I don't think it was cheaper back then. It's cheaper now. 3D rendering and animation, but I don't think it was back then. I want to say that it wasn't. So I think it was still a pretty big budget thing they did. They poured a lot of money into FF7. And boy did it pay off. Alright, I feel something's gonna happen, so I'm leaning forward a little bit, just in case. Oh look, it's Omega. He's just chilling. I wonder if this guy's gonna fight him now or fight him later. Fight him later. I thought Omega was closer to the end. Like right before the X test, but I guess not. I mean, we're gonna have to backtrack to fight him. Oh well. There's always a boss fight in this room. A boss fight? I said bus fight. I've been talking too much. My tongue's getting... See? My tongue? No, my tongue is getting all twisted up. I gotta shut the fuck up. Christ, excuse me. But see, that is one of the reasons I said a long time ago that I was made for streaming. Because you're supposed to talk a lot during Twitch streams, and I'm talking a lot. You've made it this far. But your lives are already up. They were gone the instant you flipped the dimensional switch in this book. Uh-oh, what the hell did we just do? What's this guy? What's he look like in battle? A panda? His character model is exactly like... What's his name? From the ancient library. He's even coming out of a book and everything. I forgot his name, and his name is literally used for the same exact boss fight in the Great Google Library in FF14. What a shame, I totally forgot the boss's name. Well, whatever. This is an upgraded version, an evolution called a panda. It's one of X's minions from the Void. Shit. Press it for there. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, when you're playing video games on live stream, Twitch or anywhere else, they say the key to, you know, the key to keeping an audience entertained is to talk a lot about the game or about something related to it or just anything. You're just supposed to talk a lot. Holy shit! That's what he meant when we flipped the switch. Everything's so different now. We come back out and it's not a cave anymore. With Omega wandering around. Now it's some kind of acid trip. I just saw most of the jump. Hold on. Let me double check that. What is that one? I know it's normal. Mimic is probably right next to that. Okay, they didn't get too carried away. Dude, monk class is literally for Lena, Chun-Li's outfit. I just realized it's Chun-Li. Yeah, they didn't get too carried away with the Lena fan service. So far, only this outfit and the Berserker outfit seem to be the most revealing that she wears. Still, I bet you some people made some fan art of that shit back in the day. You could probably still find it now with Google. What about Ferris? Did they do any fan servicey shit? I've never actually bothered to stop and look at the job class. Yeah, see, I was right. For Berserker, Ferris is really covered up. It's probably because they're, you know, they were trying to make her pass as a guy. So they didn't do the same as with Lena. There's not a lot of, like, revealing outfits for her. Yeah, she's very tomboyish. Since she was trying to pass as a guy at the beginning of the game, that makes sense that they would make her character stay that way. This is like the only one. The only outfit that shows a little bit of anything, which is literally just her neck and collarbone. Yeah, but with Lena, they went fucking crazy. Because, like, even her... At least when you're out in the field, when you're not in battle, her sprite is... I don't know what she's wearing, but it's... Again, she's not very covered up either. Ninjas! Just like at the end of FF3. Why do we put ninjas? What's up with that? Why is there a tradition of putting ninjas not only at the end of the game, but at the end of the game when the game involves... When the end of the game involves being in like an alternate dimension of some kind. You remember there were a lot of ninja enemies in the World of Darkness in FF3? Which I'm glad that FF14 stayed true to that design and they have a lot of ninja enemies as ads. Or just like regular mobs that you fight alongside the bosses in that Alliance raid. It's kind of weird. What's up with all the ninjas in alternate dimensions at the end of Final Fantasy games? Or at least with FF3 and 5. That's so interesting that they did that. Like, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I'm trying to figure out, like, are they trying to say that, like, ninjas are just otherworldly? Because they're so badass they're from other dimensions or something? I don't know. Yeah, we're officially in Acid Trip land now. Is Castle Tycoon? It makes sense if it is. It got sucked into the void. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, we found Castle Tycoon, or what's left of it. Hey, it's the Iron Giant! I think this is its first appearance, isn't it? Or did we... Oh no, I think we saw one, but it wasn't called Iron Giant in FF4, right? Dude, it looks kind of cute here. It's like still big, but holy shit! Hold on, I want to see that again. Like it's still big, but it kind of looks like a cute little toy. Like, look at its shoes. Some big ass shoes, or its feet, I guess. And just the way it's... Like, it's not really looking... Its body is not really facing us that much. It's facing the characters more. So it gives it... It makes it look a little smaller, so to say. Like, this way, horizontally. But it's also... It also looks just... It's obviously huge compared to them, but for some reason it just looks short. Like, it also looks short vertically. That's why I say it looks cute. Can't really take it seriously as, like, a menacing enemy. Swing down. Oh, he's chopped into fucking 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Not even pieces either. Swing down is basically when they, you know, their signature attack of bringing the sword down on you, on your character's head. I don't know if there's a name for the horizontal slice though, when they do this one. And hit, like, everybody in front of them. The difference, I think, just being that when they do this one and hit everyone, it's weaker than the single enemy or the single target attack with the swing down one. I think that's about it, though. Anyway, missed a little bit of dialogue here. Let's see. Help, we're trapped! This is Castle Tycoon in the Cleft Dimension after it got sucked away. Well, so... This gives us a little bit of comfort. That means all the people that got sucked up, including the people from the Ancient Library, they're all fine. They're just stuck in limbo in this alternate dimension, the Void, or Cleft of Dimension. And maybe when we kill Extas, they'll go right back out into the normal world and everything will be put back together with a tiny little ribbon bow. Maybe. Everyone will still be alive, hopefully. You are the warriors that hold the pieces of the crystals? Yes. I see. Then you'll die here! What the f- Apocalypse? Mind blast. Brain was sucked out. That bullshit again. How are you alive if your brain was sucked out? So how'd your brain get... Having your brain sucked out just reminds me of... Which I don't even know if they actually... I've never seen this death animation and I don't want to see it, but... It reminds me of those... The alien maggots in Duke Nukem 3D. What are they called again? Protozoid Slimers? Protozoid Slimes? Something like that? They hatch from those eggs and they crawl towards you and they start trying to eat your face. I think there was a promotional screen where they, there was a demo of the game that was used as a promo. And at the end of the demo it has a screen with a lot of them on it. And it says, something about, like... Oh, no, that said something else. It had a lot of them on it, but it just said something else. It didn't say anything about the Protozoid Slimers. If you look up the profile of the Protozoid Slimer for Duke Nukem 3D, I think it says something of, be careful not to let one sneak up on you and crawl up your leg, and suck your brain out through your nose or something like that. Ever since I read that description, I was like, I never want to get killed by one of those. I can't imagine what the death scene looks like if that's true. But that's all I picture, or just think about when I see that attack and it says your brain was sucked out. Oh shit! They're hostile! Or at least this one is. Alt-Royd? This is his first appearance in the Final Fantasy franchise. I think he appears in Memory was erased. Oh my god, he's gone! Wait, what was the name of that attack? I'll slow it down. Circle? Memory was erased, and then he's just gone. He just got yeeted out of the fight. What the fuck? See, now that is what I would expect to happen with the whole brain sucked out thing. Not just get paralyzed, but to just be yeeted out. Your character's memory is just completely erased, because, you know, Alt-Royd shows its true form. Jura Avis. Okay. Oh yeah, going back to the enemy. That Alt-Royd is a recurring enemy. I think they do appear in a couple other Final Fantasy games coming up. Maybe just FF6, because I don't remember them anywhere else, but... So I'm guessing they're implying that what happened to Bart is... He became catatonic or something and just wandered off. He can't fight anymore because he has no memory, no recollection of anything. I hope all those green-robed mage wizard looking guys aren't hostile. They might be though. That could be why the player ran away and went to go save. Shit, they are! Oh my god, that's awful. We gotta fight 2 more of these, I think. Or I think there's only 1 more, but... Ugh, excuse me. Eat Mega Flare, bitch. I like how much Mega Flare in this game resembles what it's going to look like in FF7. It's like a blue flame, you know? The explosions are blue colored. I don't know what it looks like in FF6. I'm looking forward to seeing it there. Bahamut's Mega Flare. Yeah, I can't remember it too well. All I know is by FF7 it actually becomes a hype beam. It still has an explosion, like a big blue sphere-like explosion, but it actually comes out as a beam instead of just being a series of blue sphere-like explosions like that. Guessing those assholes down there are more Altroids. I don't think I'm even pronouncing that correctly, by the way. There's probably some funky pronunciation to that name that I'll never know. Yeah, more of them. Well, maybe we could look it up. We got downtime. Gotta fight 3 more of these fuckers, including this one. More Google search time. Let's see. Wait, Altroid is an FF14? Oh, it's a mount. An FF14, I didn't know that. While none can be certain the exact intentions of a self-aware interdimensional construct, so it is from here, logic suggests this winged aberration is a reimagining of Altroid, a legendary wizard, that old man right there, who is said could take the shape of a dragon at will. Jura Avis. That knowledge is my ticket straight to glory. I can't go telling any old person about it. Bonifoy. Or Bonifa. I don't know who that is. That's the in-game description for FF14. Oh, that's a mount. Okay. A flight-capable airborne mount that can be summoned with an Altroid Prism. The Altroid Prism is a guaranteed drop upon completion of Deltascape version 4 Savage. Which is, I think, when you fight this guy as a boss fight, right? There was some dragon in me that looked just like that, actually. In the Omega Raids, which is Deltascape. Deltascape is the first set of the Omega Raids from Stormblood. Let me see, Deltascape version 4. The enemy is... Oh wait, that's X-Death. Yeah. I think it is, yeah. I don't even know if the strategy is written here. Oh, it's a YouTube video, but whatever. Yeah, this is X-Death. Who's... Oh, shit, shut up. Damn, YouTube video just started playing. Let me look up Deltascape version 1. It should be this guy, I think. What was the reward for killing all those fuckers? I want to see this. Rainbow suit? I think I read that correctly. Yeah, rainbow suit. Okay. Okay, I'll probably hear. Oh, dude, I did not see that guy. What the? Never mind. We'll do this first. I'll finish looking up the boss fight in Deltascape version 4, or version 1. Because I swear to God it is Altroid. That's probably why it was so fresh in my mind. Now I don't know if they actually do appear in any other Final Fantasy game besides 14 and this one. Well, whatever. We'll find out. Alright, slow it down. Go back. Good to go. Where was this fucker hiding? Oh, he's right there, dude. How the hell did I not see him? He was literally right there. And then he just fucking rams your ass into the wall. Just shoves you down the hallway. Now this guy I do... Catastrophe. This guy is... I do remember him in the Omega Raids. He's also in Deltascape. Because all of Deltascape is basically Final Fantasy V bosses. Gravity 100. Fuck your float. That explains why they use that as a mechanic in the 14 fight. He does gravity, he reverses gravity. And you have to like... I've only done it once or twice. The normal version too. You have to like figure out when to stand on the little panels that make you float so you can dodge one of his attacks that hits the ground only. That's why they're in float, because I think they have that same attack in this game, since a lot of their attacks and mechanics in 14 come from their source material, which in this case is this fight here. Yeah, he wants to keep you on the ground, because he has a powerful attack that only hits people standing on the ground. That's why this person keeps casting float to counteract that, because they don't want to get hit by that. Alright, let me see. Delta Escape version 1. Holy pretty much keeps that same exact animation for FF7. The orbs doing that fancy little dance and then going whoosh, like that explosion. That's like the same exact one. Okay, let's see. No, don't start playing the fucking video game. Jesus. Yeah, there we go. And Delta Escape version 1. A team of 8 players will engage and defeat Alt-Freud. Did he even get to use that attack? Or no? No, he did not. Not even as a final attack? Or it just didn't do anything because they were floating? Nothing? Nope, he just died. Alright, well. Still, the float is a good insurance plan. That's why they kept casting it. And you don't want to get hit by that attack, which I forgot the name of. And I'm not going to look it up anymore. Or not right now. I mean, we'll see it when we get there. I'm gonna do all the raids in FF14 as I go through the story again. On stream, is what I'm saying. So, we'll see it eventually. Patience. We won't be getting to FF14 in a long time, though. We're barely on FF5. We got a long way to go before we get to 14. Watch this be another one of Xdeath's minions just posing as a damsel in distress. I was trapped in there. Thank you so much for helping me. For helping me. Oh my god. You're so great. Mwah. Smooch. She ran off. Bartz is like, oh wow. She kissed me. She doted on me. Must. No. That didn't happen. Maybe she was actually an innocent girl? That was just hanging out here? Maybe, maybe not. Ah, the sexually ambiguous naked dancers are back. Sword dancers. And we got the Death Claws. They're back. Based off of one boss fight early in the game. As a team. Like I said, this is pretty much what Death Claws are going to look like all the way until FF7. A bodyguard and a ninja. It's the Ronin. The Ronin enemy types. I like how Medio eventually becomes the central plot point of a Final Fantasy game, FF7. It just becomes like the ultimate black magic instead of Ultima that Sephiroth tries to use to destroy the world in FF7. But right now it's just a really, really powerful magic spell that you can use. And it doesn't destroy the planet, just your enemies. Fury and Deathblow. These are called Furies. Okay. Damn, my lips keep drying up. That's why if you notice I keep doing that. It's like, I keep licking my lips because they keep getting really dry. Wintertime does that, doesn't it? I need to get some chapstick or some shit. I like how we somehow just looped back around here. Also, that's why Deltascape has this music playing, by the way. Because it's where Omega's from. Well, that's just Deltascape. Deltascape, Alpscape, whatever the other one's called. For the, you know, for those FF14 fans out there, you recognize the music that's playing here, right? Yeah, it's because this is when Omega's first introduced into the Final Fantasy franchise. We saw him a little earlier. We didn't fight him yet, but we saw him a little earlier. But that's why they play this music in 14. In the Interdimensional Rift. Or the Cleft of Dimension, as it's called here. But for those first set of raids, again, still talking to the 14 fans out there. For those first set of raids, the Deltascape 1 through 4, you notice there's a castle. It's this castle. It's Castle Tycoon that's being represented. When you see the sphere, and you see the little castle floating, the 3D hologram of the castle just floating there. It's the castle that's you're basically standing on when you're fighting Ulfroyd. The first boss. Deltascape version 1. Whole thing's just a FF5 reference. Which, by the way, I was about to say, speaking of, there's one of the bosses in Deltascape that takes place or starts inside the castle in a throne room like this. It's the boss we're about to fight right now. We got her name. I think she has like a really colorful outfit. Kind of reminds me of like a jester a little bit. And I think uses a sword. We'll find out in a minute. You can't run away. It is her! I fucking knew it! She's not innocent. You took my kiss of death! Of course. She had it all planned out. Yeah, her. I'll play with you. I, the king of the dimensional castle, Halicarnassus will. That's her name. Is that still her name in 14, or did they change it? Halicarnasso. I can't remember now. Yeah, I don't need to, you know, I never pointed this out before because it should be obvious. But again, for the 14 fans out there, that's why this FF5 boss music is, you know, it's the music that plays throughout all of the Deltascape raids. Because they're all FF5 bosses. So it's Ulfroyd, Halicarnassus, Catastrophe, and then Exdeath himself. Essentially all of the Deltascape series in the Omega raids in 14 are basically Exdeath's main minions, I guess, from the Interdimensional Rift, or the Cleft of Dimension, as it's called in this game. That made the most sense to start the raid series like that. They're the enemies more closest to Omega. Omega being another... he's not one of Exdeath's minions, he's his own guy, but being here in the same place as them. In the Cleft of Dimension or Interdimensional Rift. What's really neat is they play a tiny sample of the FF5 boss and normal battle music, I think. Is sampled a little bit in the Omega boss fight in FF15. I like that Yoko Shimomura actually included a little bit of Uematsu's composition from FF5. Just a tiny bit, it's subtle, but it's there, you can recognize it. When you fight Omega in FF15. It's pretty cool. He literally comes straight from the Interdimensional Rift too. The portal opens up and he pops out of nowhere. But he has his own lore. It's not trying to like say that it's a crossover with 14 or FF5. It's its own thing, but still. Literally a fucking portal opens up and he just comes in out of nowhere. And again, Tiana talks about him a little bit. Well, so much for that bitch. She gone. I have been one chatty motherfucker in this whole stream. Or at least the last half of it. Maybe not so much when the first half of the stream. When I first started, I was pretty quiet and tired. But I am so fucking energetic now. Holy shit, this ain't looking good. You better act quick. I feel like that would have been a good opportunity to use Phoenix, but I think the only character that could have summoned Phoenix was dead. Oh no, Barth was a summoner, he could have done it. Maybe the Flame of Resurrection doesn't work that well. Or it doesn't work like it does in future games where it actually revives your characters. Maybe it was just called that. That was just its name because of the fact that how Phoenix came to be was, you know, the Kiryu dying and resurrecting itself, becoming reborn as Phoenix. Now I gotta look up if Phoenix is part of some kind of mythology. In real life, from some culture somewhere. And it's about, you know, coming back to life or being reborn in some way as a much more improved version of your old self or something. I'll have to look that up. It's also probably pretty obvious. It's probably some mainstream mythology that I just don't know. I just slept through it in class or something in school. This is it. Ahead of here lies the space where the void is sealed, and I won't let you enter. Wait, is this the last guy? How many were there? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there should be one more after this guy, right? Twintania. Oh, it's Twintania. I know they also appear in FF14, but where? Oh! It is, right? Yeah, it's Twintania appears as more of a dragon looking. This looks more like a behemoth that's mutated. But Twintania appears as a dragon type. Boss enemy and mount. And the Bahamut means for Realm Reborn. Literally the first raid series. For FF14 Realm Reborn, yeah. I forget which coil. The coil's a Bahamut. I forget which turn though. Again, we'll find out when we get there. Speaking of Bahamut, eat Mega Flare, bitch. So Twintania eventually takes on the form of a dragon, but right now he just kind of looks like a really fat behemoth that's really fucking big. Not really a behemoth though. It's a unique design on this thing. The only thing that resemble it though, the horns and tusks, but the horns mostly. The behemoths don't have tusks other than growing out of their mouths. Mostly, yeah, it's a unique design. It just, for some reason, reminds me of behemoths. A little bit. Still, I think this is Twintania's first appearance in the Final Fantasy franchise. Right here, FF5. I don't know what other game they might appear in. I don't think they do. If they do, I definitely don't know it right now. Doesn't come to mind. I only know them from here and 14. Answers will come in due time, as long as we can still remember the question when we get there. Give him a goblin punch. I was about to say donkey punch. asshole. That's convenient. He dies and leaves a staircase for us. Appropriately enough, right at the top of Castle Tycoon, where the whole game fucking started. This is where it ends. Kinda, sorta, because I know there's still a ways to go. You don't just climb the stairs and there's access. I'm pretty sure there's still, like, another hallway or two. I think. Let's find out sooner rather than later. If it is the finale, though, they're probably gonna go back to fight Omega before they go up those stairs. Jesus Christ. Straight up drains your life. So is Drain an instant death attack then? I guess that is from those enemies. Shit, this is the finale. I want to see that in normal speed. Also, the music coming up is a banger. We've heard it before, but still it's good. Here we go. Oh, save state edit. Okay. God damn, the music in this game is fucking good. Yep, this is the finale. I swear there's one more. Did we already kill all 7 of Excess minions? I swear there's still... Oh yeah, see, there is one more. I see him. Wait a minute, is that Gilgamesh? I mean... Oh, there's the King Behemoth. Not a regular Behemoth. Was there ever any regular Behemoth in this game? I feel like we didn't see any. The first time we see a Behemoth and it's a King one. A King version. But yeah... I knew we were gonna see this fucker again. Because he banished him into the Cleft of Dimension, and then literally that's where we go for the final battle. I was like, we're gonna see Gilgamesh again. He didn't die, he got banished into this place. Back before Galuf and Bartz's world were fused. So he's just been waiting here to get payback on us, I'm guessing. Maybe he's got a grudge against Exdeath too for punishing him like that. Let's see. Another monster! He doesn't recognize us. He just thinks we're another monster trying to kill him. He's been stuck here fighting off monsters trying to stay alive ever since Exdeath banished him, I guess. Ah! Yeah, he doesn't remember who the fuck we are. I like that it just keeps playing this music too. Bartz? Oh, he just recognized us. It's you, isn't it? Why didn't you say so? The monsters here are scary, and I can't find my way out. I'm about to cry. By the way, how'd you get here? Bartz explains what happened. Dialogue. I see. Now I can get home. How'd you like to escape? Oh, yeah. That's right. Well, if we live, let's meet again. I know we will. At that time, we'll be friends. Never mind. Later! Alright. See you around, dude. That's kind of a happy ending for Gilgamesh. I'm glad we could actually be friendly enough with each other to just let bygones be bygones and let him go. It's pretty cool. The fact that he didn't recognize us means he was... I think time flows differently here. It seems like he was probably stuck here for a very long time before we showed up. He also looked different. He was like darker. Still, gotta hand it to him. He's a bit of a goofball, but he managed to stay alive. And fend off, you know, all the monsters that attacked him. For as long as he did till we got here. But still, I kind of felt bad for him when he was like, the monsters here are scary, I'm about to cry. I can't find my way out. Like, I kind of felt bad for him at that point, I'm not gonna lie. Even though, you know, he was an enemy for so long. Working under Excess. I think when Excess betrayed him, he just sort of became docile at that point. Or not betrayed him, but like punished him pretty harshly for not being able to kill us. But like, I guess he really just was just kind of blindly following orders from Excess, but he was never really a bad guy, I guess. He's just kind of this wacky goofball that just... I don't know. He's an enigma. We'll leave it at that. Gilgamesh is an enigma. So yeah, about that last minion. So it wasn't Gilgamesh then. Oh, somebody else. I know there's one more. And if there's not, I totally missed it. I counted wrong. I know when we first got here there was 7. And the first one we fought was the... What was the name? Califasteri? And then, let's see. It was Califasteri, Catastrophe, that one that came out of the book, whatever the hell that one was called. What was it? That big eyeball. Catastrophe. There we go. And then Halicarnassus, that's 5. And then Twintania, that's 6. I keep counting only 6. Who the hell did I miss? Or have we just not found them yet? Those damn squid spellcasters. What's this one called? Mind Mage? Gore Chimera? What? Damn, they got some health on him. What's that? Necromancer. Oh wow, that's the design. That's a very similar design to the one they used for the Necromancer in FF15. Pretty cool. Not at all the design they went for in 14. But that's because it's implied that the Necromancer boss fight in that dungeon, Hero's Gauntlet and Shadowbringers, it's not meant to be a a monster necromancer. It's supposed to be a warrior of light, so... It's light. I won't let you have it. Oh, there he is! Yeah, I knew there was one more we hadn't fought yet. With these 4 barriers, I am now invincible. Can you defeat me? Necrophobia and 4 barriers. Necrophobia? Fear of death? Wait, well, necro actually just means, like, rotting, right? So it's fear of running away. I'm guessing. He does look like a rotting corpse. Ah, okay, yeah, so we counted right. That's all 7 of them. I just forgot the book one's name. Calipisteri, Catastrophe, Halicarnassus, Necrophobia, Lymphania, and the book one. It was a simple name too, but I didn't memorize it. Ouch. That's our last elixir. Isn't White Wind a healer spell in 14? I mean, it would make sense if it is. If all the magic spells and skills are taken from the older games. Along with well, a lot of them, you know. And then there's some original attacks, of course, but... Okay, he's vulnerable. Kill him now! Eat holy, bitch! You undead prick! My invincible barrier! And I have no choice. Have a taste of my real power! He just blinded us. He just used flash to blind us, that's it. Oh shit! Gilgamesh! Phew! I made it! If I go home right now, I'll remain in history as a weakling! Oh god. Blabbermouth. I'll get rid of you first! Who's he talking to? You're pretty good! You can even defeat... the Great Gilgamesh? Man, you should have just let shit go, man. Unless he's talking to Necrophobia now. He never really clarified who he was talking to. Either way, his ego brought him back here. But I don't know who he's trying to attack. Okay, he's going after Necrophobia. Kara! Glad he's on our side. We really are friends now. Your grandfather. He was a strong man. I knew he had some respect for Galuf, the way he talked about him before. Grandpa. Ferris? He's got something to say to everybody. Go fall in love. Then you'd be more feminine. What a dick! She just stays quiet. She's like, who the hell said I had to be... But I guess she also didn't dislike the idea too much. That's why she stayed quiet. She was kind of like, man, I guess that doesn't sound so bad. Lena? Never forget your love for animals. Peter! It's true. She stayed quiet too. Bart's? Butts! I would have liked to have one-on-one battle with you. You were such good friends. Oh, it's gonna make me tear up. Gilgamesh. You're making us get all choked up for you, man. Oof. Die! That's my line! Dude, this guy. Dude, he literally just self-destructed to kill him. He took him down with him. He took the two of them down. Jesus Christ. Damn, I thought Gilgamesh was actually gonna survive to the end. I forgot about that. When he said, and when he left and said, you know, I can finally find my way out, maybe we'll be friends next time we meet or whatever. I thought there was gonna be like a happy ending with him, like, starting a new life after this, but instead he came back because he didn't want to leave a coward. He wanted to die a hero. But he switched sides. He didn't want to fight for Access anymore, he fought for us. And he considered us friends. That's so heartwarming. I love Gilgamesh for that, that's so cool. I'm so glad they wrote a character like that. Like, he starts off as a villain, and then he goes through a redemption arc and becomes a hero who sacrifices himself to help you out in the end. That's so cool for Gilgamesh, I love that. I like how that crystal is called a thing. What the fuck? He's dead now. Well, rest in peace, Gilgamesh. You earned yourself the title of being a hero. Even though Lena and Paris didn't have much to say to you. At least Kara and Bartz were more sympathetic towards you. He died a hero's death, though. You gotta give that man props. F's in the chat for Gilgamesh. He was a good man. He'll be missed. Anyway, that's all the minions. All that's left is Exdeath. And Omega. Hey, there's Exdeath. So, I think there's two phases of the fight. You fight him once here like this, and then you get a break. You can actually stop and go do something else if you want. And then you fight his final form. That would explain why there's still like 40... No, there's like still almost an hour left in the video, even though we're watching at double speed. They're probably going to fight the first version of Exdeath, and then go back to fight Omega, and then come back to finish the game. Let's see. You're late! Yeah? What of it? You ain't nothing but a bitch anyways. I finally have it! The ultimate power. Power that will rule the world! Okay. Generic bad guy. The power of the void! Really generic bad guy. He just turned into a fucking tree. His original form. I'm going to destroy you fools. First, your friends. Watch as they're sucked into the void and disappear forever. He's gonna... Oh no. He's about to start going on a rampage killing innocent people again, isn't he? Yep. All the people that were still left in the normal world. No! The pirates! Boko! And Coco! And she's pregnant too! You heartless fucking bastard. This guy's a real son of a bitch. Sit in mid. Stop! Now why don't you disappear into the void too? You're gonna have to make us, asshole. I like how his face just forms on the trunk of the tree. Oh fuck, he called my bluff. He's actually doing it. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Dorgan? Bart, stand up! Bart's his father. Dad! Yeah, I thought so. We're gonna have a heartfelt reunion with the 4 Warriors of Dawn. Zeza, Kelgar, and Galuf. Grandpa, Galuf! Presenting the 4 Warriors of Dawn. Bart, Slena, Ferris, Kara, while we hold back the power of the void, defeat him! Nice. Only you, the Warriors of the Crystal, can save the world from the power of darkness. Now go! This is just like FF3, isn't it? When the 4 Warriors of Darkness sacrifice themselves to help weaken the Cloud of Darkness. So the 4 Warriors of Light, the Onion Knights, the little kids, the main characters, could defeat the Cloud of Darkness. This echoes FF3 so much. Why did the power of the void disappear? Ah! Take this! Now what's he gonna throw at us? What you got, asshole? Father! Father! Of course, both of them. No, they're gonna do it after. Come on! Now's the time! Defeat Exdeath! Go, Warriors of the Crystal! Yeah. So you get one last chance to regroup there, set up your party, before actually approaching him and fighting him. And yeah, there's a whole fight there, but I guess we're just gonna have to take a small break here to do, you know, what this person didn't do, which is to see the fight with Omega before we finish off the game. Excuse me, Jesus Christ, that was a sudden build-up of phlegm. Anyway, once again, they lied to us. They didn't do 100% of the game. They either skipped it, or when they didn't put the clip in, there's no fight with Omega. I just looked ahead in the frames here, and there's nothing. Jesus Christ. So, even after all that build-up, because I didn't want to peek ahead, I should have. I'm going to switch over to a different video to show the fight with Omega, and then we'll come back to this. Luckily, there's no dialogue with that one, I don't think. So, we'll be back in a jiffy, but... Jesus Christ. With this fucking playthrough. I'm sure there's other scuffed playthroughs on this channel, World of Long Plays, but... For me personally, this is the worst one I've ever seen. Holy crap, this is bad. Claiming that they 100%ed it and showed everything, but they didn't. So fucking bad. I'm gonna switch back to that other playlist we've been using. They probably have it. The Omega fight in a little 10-minute video. Let's see. Scroll down. The hell's Cloister of the Dead? Sounds like some optional dungeon that they also skipped. Oh, I think this might be from a version of the game that was released later that added extra content. That's why. So I see a video titled "The Ultimate Evil versus Enuo." You can fight the original owner of the Void. The original, like, the predecessor of Extas, the first person who tried to control the power of the Void, basically. Enuo. I heard that was something they added on a future release of the game. It wasn't in the original. Let's see. Yeah, I see Neo Shinryu. Archaeo Demon, Omegas, Omega Mach 2. This person was so thorough, they even had exhibition videos. Videos just to show off summon magic, time magic, white magic, black magic, blue magic, everything. Perfect file part 1 and 2. Okay, I think this might be it. Minisode 6, Omega and Shinryu. That's probably the video we're looking for here. So Omega Mach 2 must be an add-on for the newer version of Final Fantasy V. That's definitely not the video then. There's the North Mountain in Phoenix. Okay, I found it. So right before the... They also posted it after the final battle. They got the ending, first, second, third part. Glitch Grimoire, don't know what that is. Perfect file, first part, second part. One with codes, whatever that means. And then, here we go. It says FF5PG walkthrough. Don't know what PG stands for, but either way, I found the episode in their playlist. That has Omega and Shinryu. So, we'll be right back, Extas. We gotta do something that this fucker that uploaded this video to World of Long Plays didn't do, or forgot to record yet again. I think they just didn't do it though. I didn't see any hard edits. They literally just skipped the Omega fight. Again, claiming to do 100%, but then not actually doing it. It's pretty cringe. Although I know I may one day be guilty of that. By accident though. Omega was literally right there in front of their face, and they went around there and decided not to fight it at all. What was the point of grinding so many of their job classes up so high if they were just not going to do it? I don't get it. It's disappointing. Endlessly disappointing. Whatever. Let's get this done. There, you just touch Omega and boom, you go into a fight. And yeah, it just plays regular battle music, no boss music. I know there's better quality for this. That's as good as it gets. Yikes. Oh. Wait, what are or what are Omega's attacks? Rocket Punch? Mustard Bomb? Another Rocket Punch. Jesus Christ. You see the damage that it does? Yeah, and look at their HP. These characters are beefed up, boy. Alright, I'll show a little bit of sympathy for that guy. The one we've been watching on World of Long Plays. His character's HP are nowhere near this. He could not withstand a single one of Omega's attacks. I guess they decided not to put in the work of grinding his up to the high, you know, super high-ass level you would need to have this much HP so you could actually fight this fool. But they did go through the effort of mastering a shit ton of their job classes. I don't get it. They went to the effort to do that, but they didn't put in the effort to level up really high so they could actually fight Omega. And that's it! This person was so fucking overpowered and strong, they made it look like cheese. They made Omega look like a piece of fucking cake. And yes, you get an Omega medal. Literally something to show proof that you beat it. And then this happens. So weird edit, they're showing the fight again. Oh, I see. Delta attack. One of Omega's signature moves. I guess they wanted to showcase more of the fight by, you know, not greasing him really fast with their overpowered strategy. They probably wanted to show more of Omega's attacks. Surge Beam? Take half your fucking health. Atomic Ray. Okay. You can't run, so if you fail to dodge this guy when you don't actually want to fight him yet, you're dead. If you're not powerful enough. Surge Beam. Annihilated. Yeah, that's how quickly he can kill you. Omega's no joke. He's the ultimate boss battle in the original FF5. Like I said, the newer version, which this person plays, added a bunch of extra new super bosses after this. But in the original FF5, it was just this guy. Rainbow Wind? There's another attack. I don't know what the fuck it did. Mustard Bomb? Damn, he yeeted Bartz out of the fight. Memory erased. Using Circle. Omega has a lot of fucking attacks. Also, I don't think Delta Attack is the signature move of Omega, is it? I think I'm thinking of the Maga Sisters right now. Well, there goes Ferris, too. Annihilated. He has a lot of fucking attacks. Alright, I'll put it in full fast forward now. At this point, they're just showcasing other niche things that we didn't see Omega do when he killed him. Also, I like how a lot of attacks did like 0 damage to Omega. A lot of regular attacks. He's got so much goddamn defense. It's hard to like penetrate it and actually do some damage to him. It's the Final Fantasy series' first super boss, and they made sure to earn that title. They made sure it earned that title of super boss. It's so goddamn strong. That's why Omega is just a legend, even now. Also, that's where Shinryu was. See, the guy we were just watching on World of Long Plays, he skipped this treasure chest, didn't he? Because he didn't want to fight Shinryu either. And yeah, you can fight them, but for some reason they don't go into the lore that Shinryu and Omega are both natives of this place, the interdimensional rift or whatever. And they have a rivalry going, but they don't show that for some reason. It's like lore that you have to kind of look up on the web. But it was already a thing since FF5, that they have like a rivalry between each other, Omega and Shinryu. Which is why they're both like super bosses, but I think Omega's a little stronger than Shinryu in FF5, which is why you get a medallion. You get a medal as proof that you defeated him, but I don't think you get something like that for Shinryu, because he's considered just a little bit easier, just a little bit. But yes, this their character model designs and the rivalry between them is echoed in the main scenario of FF14 Stormblood. Technically, it's the end of Heaven's Word, right? But it's leading it straight into Stormblood, the beginning of Stormblood. But yes, that is why you fight Shinryu at the end of Stormblood, and Omega as an optional boss as a raid series, also at the end of Stormblood. Huge nod to FF5. Jesus Christ. Yeah, see? His power rivals Omega's. Like, another one of those and you're dead. I like how this player dodged it though. He made everyone do a Dragoon jump to get the fuck out of the way. And then they all land on him and do a shit ton of fucking damage. And killed him just like that. 2, 4, 60,000 HP then? And you obtained the Ragnarok. The legendary Ragnarok weapon from doing that. See, all his characters are level 99. Yeah, I guess that World of Long Play player just didn't want to do that. Still, if you're not going to put in the work, don't say it's 100% when it's clearly not. You should have just said, by the way, I left out some things like Omega and Shinryu. So disappointing. So now we're going to see Shinryu's other attacks, I'm guessing? Just like they showed with Omega. Oh, cool. They put something to absorb the tidal waves. That way they don't get killed right away. I think they're just gonna kill him again at this rate. Just an, yeah, just an alternate fucking battle. Here's another way you can kill him. I like that they kept Shinryu's tidal wave attack as basically one of his openers. It's his opener here, and it's his opener in Stormblood too. Except it knocks you off the fucking platform if you're not standing in the right spot. Trolling all the new players who aren't looking around. And even if they did look around, they wouldn't know what that fountain meant. Warning you, by the way, this is where the tidal wave's gonna come from. If you're not standing close to that, you're gonna get knocked off the platform on the other side. Who can equip the ring now? Only a knight? Okay. This person got to level 99 in only 25 hours and 50 minutes. They did have an episode in their playlist called Fun with Codes, so they obviously just used cheat codes to avoid the grind. You know, the World of Long Plays guy, he's playing on an emulator too. He could have done the same thing if he didn't want to fucking grind all the way to 99 to fight Omega and Shinryu. Again, there's still no real excuse for why they didn't do it. It's a little odd. This is not the actual final battle. This is just, they already did that earlier. I think. Where is it? Right here. Final battle. Now they're just dicking around using their overpoweredness with that they got to with their cheat codes. But before we finish the game, though, now I kind of want to... We got a little bit of extra time. Not too much, but... The Sealed Temple. Yeah, this whole part right here. This is all the extra shit they added in the updated FF5. Well, since there's no dialogue or story, I could just leave it at double speed and we could check out all the extra content. Stuff I've never even seen before we actually finish off Exdeath and watch the ending of this game. So yeah, fuck it, why not? We got a little bit extra time. Yeah, I got some time. We got this. Let's do it. So where does the extra stuff start? It starts... Sealed Temple... I think here. Enter the Sealed Temple. Alright, let's see what this is about. This is content I've never seen on FF5 before. Because I think, like I said, it's exclusive to the newer version. Yeah, see, it's called FF5A. And he's saying, don't worry, I'm not going to do FF4A's special dungeons. So I guess this is FF5A, or whatever alternate version it's called. And this is the exclusive special dungeon that was not in the original game. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's put it at double speed. Okay, it's already there. And let's watch it before we finish the game. Fuck it, I'm down. You hear that remastered music and shit? And the remastered menus. Wait, what did that say? It's pitch black inside, you cannot enter. Okay. It won't open, it's been sealed by mysterious power. Let's switch. Entire room is moving. Maybe the... No. The A doesn't stand for it. The Final Fantasy Anthology version. I don't think so. Maybe it does. I don't think so. I've never heard of all this extra content being in the Anthology version. We finally arrived. What does that mean? A strong evil presence spills out around you. Will you go inside? Okay. A stands for Advance. Okay, so this is Final Fantasy V Advance. This is the Game Boy Advance version. So that's where they added the new... The Game Boy Advance version is the one that added all the new extra content. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Isn't it amazing how much better the sound effects are, the music and everything, on Game Boy Advance as opposed to, what's it called, the Super Nintendo? To think that a little handheld just a few years later was gonna have way more power than that little, you know, that decent sized Super Nintendo console. Everything's so much more detailed, the character models, everything. They're skipping fights just to make the video short. God! Okay, I can't skip this. I need to hear the ancient library with this high definition sound. I'm so glad they use ancient library as the dungeon music for the extra content. That's so fucking cool. Here we go. Damn it! Oh well. I tried. It's so fucking good though. Alright, like I said, let's fast forward to all this shit. Soul leaders and school leaders. This little chipmunk is gonna chew on my fucking head. All this running around. They did a lot of editing. They actually put quite a bit of love into their videos to put this much editing to skip all the battles. I like the title, Already Lost. They got lost doing this. How long were they in here for? Moving along. And then they finally get to where they need to go. That's first showdown. I think there's a Mega Mach 2. What was that? Somebody say something? Incoming! Oh look, it's Bart's CGI character model. I didn't realize there was an actual turtle right there. Okay. Kill turtle. That's why they had float on, to avoid that finishing attack, Earthquake. That's annoying. You want to get into this sealed temple that has the most powerful monsters ever? Alright, I'm gonna test you first. Go somewhere else completely to catch some behemoths and then come back. What the fuck? How annoying. It's like, don't kill them, just catch them, and then come back here. I didn't bother reading it out loud or pausing the video because I was just trying to skim and get the gist of it, you know, get the idea behind what's going on. Because, you know, it's not part of the story, so I don't think it's relevant to just, or worth our time to try and read everything they say. I wonder if FF6 Advance has a bunch of new, extra special dungeons like this. Thank you for going ahead and just doing that. Still too strong to catch it. Don't you hate those quests in FF14 where they tell you to go catch monsters? You have to like weaken it, but not overdo it to the point where you kill it too fast, so that you can still catch it. And then when you try to use the item to catch it, if it hits you, it interrupts it, so you have to recast it again. You have to try again. It's so fucking annoying. Okay. Something about really strong petrification magic. Whatever. He's a big one too. I'll promise to let you move on to the next level. gotta go find the entrance to it. Oh, they kind of made this extra content is kind of annoying, isn't it? They really wanted to force extra playtime to add replay value to this game. What could that be? Stone statue. Oh! Gotta use the jelly sauce that one chick was just talking about. They said there's some levels of petrification that even gold needles just bounce off of and they can't do anything. So we need to go get that super jelly soft whatever thing she talked about. The soft that she made, which can actually dissolve any petrification. But I'm guessing she wants something for it too, right? So we gotta go get some special item to give her. Some grindy ass post-game content we got here. Whatever you want moved, you better get it done in 5 minutes. Because it only lasts 5 minutes. Oh, so you gotta speed run your way back to that damn statue. Shit. Alright, so they definitely made this shit a little challenging too. In more than one way, you know. The boss fights aren't the only challenge, I'm saying. The puzzles themselves also require some effort. Made it. The first showdown versus Grand Avis. Guessing that's this fucker? Yep. Oh, aggressive. Just shoves you back and then you start fighting. 2 Dark Elementals and Grand Avis. Well, since most of what we're not seeing is story related anyway. Random thought about the story. I haven't done this content yet, but somebody was telling me and hinting at the fact that the Eureka dungeon from FF3, that was ported into, or, you know, they made a version of it in FF14. Because the story of it involves Kryl, Kara, Kryl, whatever. I changed her name for some reason. I think it... And again, I haven't done it yet, and I might just read up on it because it's really grinding content that I'm just... It's kind of boring, I don't really want to do it. I might just look up on it, but probably before my next stream so I can talk about it, because they were hinting at the fact that it has a lot to do with Kryl and her late grandfather, Gallus. That lore is very much intact in 14. In that game, she was the adopted daughter of Gallus. And I think they kind of explore more of her backstory and, you know, a little bit of the late Gallus in FF14 in the Eureka storyline. A friend of mine was hinting at that. And so I'm really curious, especially because we're playing FF5 right now and we're finishing it. But again, I really don't want to For those of you who are FF14 fans out there, you know, you're probably familiar with what the fuck I'm talking about. Eureka's so grindy, I don't think I want to do it, even just for the story. Especially because by the time I get around to doing it, FF5 is not going to be fresh on my mind anymore. So, if it does have a lot of backstory relating to FF5, like Trial and Gallop and all that, I'm probably just going to spoil it for myself. Fuck it. I'm probably just going to read up on it. On all the lore, on the wiki or something. Tomorrow. Probably tomorrow before my next stream. And then I'll talk about it before we start FF6. If there's, you know, anything relevant. That was a hell of a fight though. That took a while. But then again, this isn't their original, like, emulator save file from the Super Nintendo version, but they were at level 99, so... They're a little lost. So, damn it. He said something, he's like, this is heavy. They gave Bart some more dialogue. FF5 Advance, FF5A. Getting an estimate for how long this will probably take. Longinus. Nice. It's the Longinus spear. It's the Zeta. The Zeta Zodiac weapon, right? For Dragoons and Realm Reborn. should know I have it. Just trying to remember, I was like, yeah, that's the one. Did he just say what I think he said? In return for opening the jail, I'll rip you limb from limb. What a deal! Oh, he looks just like Titania. Or KO Demon, huh? I'll tear you limb from limb. That's what he should have said. Should have said tear. Holy crap, dude, these battle effects are fucking cool. The game by advance. Like that thing that just aged parts. Skull just going. Yeah, 3 after 14 pans out there. You know what I was meaning about. Fucking Ilbert. I'll tell you limb from limb. Sloppy. Did that too well, dude. What the fuck? Of course I wouldn't work on him. His version of Megastar is not as cool as the actual Bahamut, but okay. They restarted the fight! What is that spell called? Return? It literally resets the fight. Let's get a do-over, yeah? Everybody starts over with how they started the fight, including the boss. It resets everything. It's a do-over. Like that one video game that just came out recently. What's it called? Shit, I forgot. That one game where the whole shtick is that the main character can just keep redoing, like he dies over and over and just keeps redoing whatever he did before, but you know, obviously trying to do it differently so he doesn't die again. What's it called? Well, you guys might know what I'm talking about. I can't look it up. just made him kill himself with Mega Flare. Tomb of Memory, Enter Omegas. This is the place that opened up, right? After defeating that thing. Dino Zombie and Mecha Head. I've seen those before. Are those all actual Omegas? Like if you touch any of them, you go into a fight with the actual Omega, like a copy of them? That's just as strong? That's what I'm wondering. I've got my eye. Not far enough. Yeah, it is a Longinus spear. Ferris has a Longinus equipped. Yeah, it's actually Omega. Okay, but his attack, the damage he does is dumbed down now. Yeah, he doesn't do as much damage as the real Omega. So they're lesser copies, basically. I like how Omega's body is sort of shaped like a peanut. You just kind of see it a little bit, like look at the curvature. It's like he's got this little narrow waist and then sort of rounded off and it's just kind of like, it's like a peanut. By the way, I only noticed that in FF15. So that was a retroactive, that's the way of putting it, observation that I just made. When I fought him in FF15 a couple months ago, I was like, why does his body looks like a peanut? And then I saw him right now and really paid attention to his body. I was like, it's because he looked like a peanut in FF5. I was like, okay. I didn't really notice that. I always thought he was just kind of oval shaped. Which he kind of is, but he's like an oval peanut. That little peanut design isn't used in 14 though. He is more of an oval than that one. Maybe I should look at him again more closely. Maybe not. Maybe he has more peanut shape than I thought, even in 14. I also gotta try to pay attention to his FF13 design. I know he's from that one too. Wow, that was an old ass Windows alert. Takes us back to the like Windows XP days. When was this uploaded? 2009, dude. Jesus. Yep, Windows XP, baby. Way before the days of Windows Vista. Actually, no, that might have been Windows Vista. I don't know. Windows XP or Vista. The old days, yo. Jesus Christ. Shit was a lifetime ago. Well, these extra dungeons are confusing as shit. Mach 2. Yep. Surprise attack! Oh wow, fancy. He's blue. Double die. Why am I so cringy? Having a moment of self-awareness. I don't know why I make such cringy ass jokes and references, man. 'X-Fight ever comes back, does it? Being able to attack that many times in a row? I consider it too OP because I don't know any other Final Fantasy game that has that. Eight fucking attacks, dude. That goes with Mega Mach 2. Also, that wasn't X-Fight, that was Rapid Fire. It still reminded me of X-Fight. It might be the same thing with a different name, because that was the old Final Fantasy match. I'm thinking about that. And it's such a shame, remasters of games don't do things like this anymore. Where they actually add extra content. Like, look at all this extra shit. Like, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but the fact that they put this much love and care into just a simple remaster of a game, it's not even really a, you know, it is a remaster, but the intention was just to port it. To just do a simple port, but they went the extra mile and added so much extra content to do. They added so much extra content, like, there's so much more shit. This enormous dungeon we've been exploring. And then all the extra bosses with Mega Mach 2. That upgraded Spontaneous, whatever the hell it's called, or I forgot. Archaeo Demon, right? Something like that. You don't see this kind of, like, love and effort put into, like, ports and remasters of games nowadays. It's not a thing anymore. Damn shame. The 90s and 2000s were basically around the last era of when game developers were still small enough to act like a more indie company that we know today. Like they still had more passion for their projects. Nowadays, pretty much all major video game companies are just giant corporations. So they just kind of just put in the minimum effort. You only really see extra content or extra love in general put into games that still have like what I like to call legacy developers. Even if they're part of like a large corporation. And that